out a business loan application from a traditional bank and you sent them all the paperwork that they needed. They needed 2 years of documents. They wanted tax returns, profit and loss statements, balance sheets, bank statements. You got all of that turned in, and now you've been waiting for 3 to 6 weeks. Meanwhile, you're crunching the numbers, wishing you could take advantage of an inventory discount that just came across your desk, or wanting to expand into that bigger lease space that's down the road, but you're still waiting on the bank loan. You're tired of waiting. Then finally you hear from the bank and your loan application was rejected. Well, you're not alone. 90% of small businesses can't get a loan from traditional banks. 90%. Why? Because they don't have any collateral or they don't have enough collateral. Most businesses lease the building space they're in. They don't own it. They simply don't have enough other assets for a bank to loan them money. Banks want collateral, and they just don't have it. And if they do own the building that they're in, they probably already have a loan against it. So they can't use that building as collateral again. So now what? How can a small business get the money that they need to grow and expand? Well, there's this thing called alternative funding, and it's funding based on monthly business revenue, not based on collateral. There's no collateral needed. So it's completely different than what your bank is doing. You fill out one simple 5-minute application, and we send that application to the best 20 alternative funding providers. So it's one application, we send it out to 20 providers. This is a 5-minute application. We are submitting it to the best alternative lenders that we think are the best lenders. There's more than 100 different lenders. We only send it to the best 20. Then we come back with the best offer and we present it to you. Now, alternative funding is not for every business. The purpose of alternative funding is to leverage the money into business activities that generate more revenue. It's not for businesses with cash flow problems. It's not for failing businesses. And it's not for startup businesses that don't have any documented revenue yet. It's not a bailout. This is for businesses that are in the process of growing and expanding. So here's some examples. A business that has customers lined up outside the door, or maybe a business that takes appointments and they're booked out 3 or 4 weeks. They know that if they just expanded their space or moved to a bigger building, they would be able to take on more customers, serve more customers, and increase their revenue right away. But they don't have the money to rent a bigger space or to go build out that space right now. They don't have the money for the down payment or the, what is it called? The deposit on a bigger space, and then the build out of that space to meet their business needs. And they need that if they want to go to a bigger space. Let's say they have inventory or they manufacture a product. Sometimes there are huge discounts, but they're very time sensitive. So you may be able to get 70% off on something you routinely buy, that you buy wholesale and then you sell retail, or maybe it's a product that you use in your manufacturing, but it's only available if you buy it this week. We can fund it in 1 to 3 business days. So we could give you money so you can take advantage of that deal and make a profit. Turn it, burn it, like flip it, sell it, make money with someone else's money. Your bank can't do that. Your bank, you're sitting there waiting for 3 to 6 weeks. Maybe you need to buy parts or supplies for a job you're already working on, or you need to pay your subcontractors. The revenue is already guaranteed because you're already working on the job. You already have a contract with the customer. You just need to finish the job and you just need some extra money to get there. Remember, these loans are based on your current revenue. It's funded based on your current revenue. So as long as you have current revenue, you can get funding up to 2 times your current revenue. Let's say your business just received a large purchase order from a big box store. First, you're really excited, and then you're a little bit panicked because you don't know how you're going to fulfill that because you've got to go get your product to manufacture. You got to go get what you need to fulfill that order. So again, we fund up to 2 times your current monthly revenue, and we can fund that within 1 to 3 business days. Let's say you stumbled onto a hot product line and it's sold out within a week, and you want to order more inventory because you know it'll sell. It's proven that it will sell, and you want to take advantage of that momentum, but you're short on cash because it just so happens you had a bunch of quarterly expenses due right now. Well, we can help you out because we fund in 1 to 3 business days. So you can restock those items really quickly and get them selling while they're still hot. Or let's say you know that you sell a whole bunch of holiday items at a specific time of the year, Q4. This is what actually happened to my business. I needed $50,000. I didn't need it. I wanted $50,000 so I could buy $50,000 of wholesale inventory that I knew I could flip into $250,000 of retail revenue. Went to the bank, did all the mounds and mounds of paperwork, and they came back with an offer after 4 weeks or something of $10,000 line of credit. That wasn't very helpful to me. Now, the reason it was $10,000, again, because that's all the collateral we had, that they were using a portion of our inventory that we had in the warehouse. And actually, that inventory really wasn't worth that much to them because it was very specialized. And if they had to actually go and resell that to try and recoup the loan, like if we defaulted on the loan and they needed to recall our inventory and go sell it, they wouldn't have been able to. So, which is one of the reasons they don't like using other collateral other than just real estate or building stuff like that. Because a lot of time a business collateral is very specialized. And what is the bank going to do with it? They're not going to get the actual true value of that asset. So they don't like to collateralize it. So you want to stock up for Q4. Oh, so for my business, we were doing $50,000 a month in revenue. So if I would have known about this funding, I would have been able to get 1 to 2 times our revenue. I would have been able to get $50,000 to $100,000 in funding, and I would have been able to buy that wholesale product and sell it for Q4. As is, we just had to keep slowly growing as our money allowed, and I missed out on that opportunity to fund Q4. So why not use other people's money to make money if you can? You just have to know your numbers. So this is for funding businesses that are ready to grow and expand. We already gave some examples of that. For established businesses with consistent monthly revenue. The consistent monthly revenue is important because the repayment terms are either daily or weekly payments. So the more consistent you have money coming in, you're going to have better terms offered to you. If you have daily deposits, if you're having credit card deposits coming in every single day to your business, you're going to get better terms than a business that only has like 2 deposits per month from their whoever's paying the money. So the more deposits you have, it's better for you. The minimum qualifications is $15,000 a month of business revenue, and you need to prove that with the last 3 months of business bank statements. It has to be a business bank account. It cannot be a personal bank account. Even if you're running your business through it, it cannot be a personal bank account. It has to be a business bank account, and it has to be set up with online banking, okay? 6 months in business, the owner has to have a 550 or higher FICO score, and then the repayment terms are up to 12 months. Those are the typical parameters for that size of business. Now you get better terms if your business does more than $50,000 per month in revenue. So that is for businesses that have been in business for more than 2 years. Owner's FICO score is 685 or higher, and then you're going to get repayment terms spread out over 18 months or so. Every offer is going to be different. It depends on the time of year, depends on your industry, depends on the lenders. Everything is like an ebb and flow. One lender, maybe they lent on a bunch of restaurants last month. So now maybe this month they're not going to lend on restaurants, but maybe another lender will. So that's why we submit it to 20 different providers and we get the best offer and present it to you. The best terms are for businesses that have $100,000 a month in revenue or more and have been in business for 2 years or more. Owner has a FICO score of 685, and then they can get terms for up to 24 months. All of these are daily or weekly payments. It's a short-term loan, daily or weekly payments. That's why it is like absolutely mandatory that is a business that has established revenue and that you use it to grow your business. You're using it to increase your revenue. You're not using it to set it aside money for a rainy day. That's not the purpose of this type of funding. This type of funding is take the money, multiply it. Take the money, make your business, create more revenue, okay? So it's an easy 5-minute application. The link is in the description. I will also put it somewhere up here in the video. You just answer a few questions. You do have to upload 3 months of business bank statements to verify the revenue. If you're watching this on your mobile phone or you're watching it on TV, what I would suggest is hit the share button and email it to yourself. And then go to your desktop computer, download your bank statements from your bank, and then you have them as a PDF. And then get a PDF of, you'll need your driver's license, the owner's driver's license to verify identity, and also a voided check of where you want the money deposited, a PDF of that, because you're going to need to upload that. I don't know if it's PDF or a picture will do, but upload that as part of the application process. After you are approved with your application, it's funded in 1 to 3 days. Or you can do the application, get a phone call with us presenting the best offer, and fund it in 1 to 3 days. You a lot of times will get a call from our lending team to go over the offer with you. So you actually need to probably answer your phone if you get a call from a strange number, because we're trying to reach you and talk to you about the lending terms to make sure you understand the process and what it is. So link is in the description, 5-minute application. Like this video of me explaining it is way longer than the application. Okay, funding is based on the lowest of the last 3 months revenue. So let's say you normally do 10,000, well, 10,000 is too low. Normally do 50,000 a month, but you had, of the last 3 months, one of those was only 45,000. The providers are going to consider 45,000 to be your monthly revenue because that was the lowest amount. So they go off at the lowest amount of the 3 months. When they look at your bank statements, other things are taken into account, like how often do you have deposits coming in? It's better for you if you have them coming in daily. If you're always receiving daily credit card deposits, that's better from a provider standpoint than a business who's only receiving money twice a month, for example. Non-sufficient funds, hopefully you don't have any. Now, it's not to say that you won't get approved if you have some, but they should be like very, very, very minimal. And hopefully your business bank account never went negative. You can still apply, but it needs to be very minimal. Repayment terms, 4 to 24 months, daily or weekly automatic payments. The cost, this is going to be more than a bank loan because we fund fast and we're giving you the money right now for you to grow your business, okay? The cost is going to be 1.15 to 1.5 of what you borrow. What does that work out to be? If you borrow $50,000, you're going to pay back $57,500, up to $75,000 if you're at the highest rate of 1.5. As a business owner, you should know your numbers. You should know, okay, if I take $50,000 and I put it into expanding the seating capacity of my restaurant, that will increase my seating capacity by 30%, and that'll increase my monthly revenue by XYZ. You should know those numbers. That's actually an example. We had someone who borrowed $100,000, was funded with $100,000, and increased they had lines out the door of the restaurant. They wanted to add on a patio to seat more people, and it increased their seating capacity by like 30%. So that meant it increased their monthly revenues by 30%. So they took the money at a high rate of it was like 1.4, 1.5, but it increased their monthly revenues from here on out, month after month after month after month, 30% higher. They were happy to get the money. They turned it around and made more money and made more money. So if you have an opportunity to make more money in your business and you just need to be funded, this is an opportunity for you, but you need to know your numbers. Like I said, it's not for a business that is cash strapped and is failing. This is not going to help you. This is not going to bail you out. Now, if you're a good business that just temporarily has a small cash flow problem, we can still help you. But the numbers need to show that you're a good business. So this is for businesses that want to grow, but we can also help businesses that are having just a slight little hiccup in their normal operations. Okay, so alternative funding is for businesses with proven revenue that just need money quickly to grow and expand, because we want businesses to succeed. Now, you may not need money right now, but if you subscribe to me, you're going to know where you can come back and find this link. So hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be able to find me again. You can also bookmark this video. You can also share this video to your email, and then you can find it in your email. Like I said, if you're going to apply and you're on your phone right now, share it to your email and then open it up on your desktop. That's the easiest way to do it because you got to upload the documents. Okay, hope that helped. This is alternative financing for businesses, and 90% of businesses get rejected by traditional banks. This is another way you can fund your business to grow. Use other people's money to make money if you can. You just have to know your numbers. So this is for funding businesses that are ready to grow and expand. We already gave some examples of that. For established businesses with consistent monthly revenue. The consistent monthly revenue is important